back and not after.
The Anne Frank Trust has launched a new social media campaign encouraging people to post videos of themselves reading brief excerpts from the diary of the young Holocaust victim. IBA reporter Alexander Jen has the details.
It's a wonder I haven't abandoned all my ideals.
They seem so absurd and impractical.
Yet I cling to them because I still believe
that people are truly good at heart.
In a unique approach to Holocaust remembrance, the Anne Frank Trust is using the transcendental words of the young writer in her memory. The teenage girl who perished in a concentration camp wrote these words from a secret apartment annex tucked behind a shield of bookcases during the German occupation of Amsterdam. Following the publication of her diary entries, she became the symbol of young Holocaust victims. The organization calls upon celebrities and the general public alike to read Frank's diary entries and post them to social media with the hashtag #NotSilent.
Anne Frank could not be silenced. Her voice has resonated across the generations in the 70 years since she died, and she's inspired people throughout those generations to actually speak out in her memory.
At a ceremony held in the London British Library, children read extracts from the diary, while others flipped through the Anne Frank memorabilia. Frida Weidman also attended. She was at Bergen-Belsen concentration camp at the same time as Frank. The survivor shared her powerful experience and praised Frank's insightful writing.
You know, when people were busy with making their own lives after the war, after the bombardment, after the occupation, about this, it took a while for people to want to listen, and to listen to the stories of survival and the camps and all that.
It is assumed that Frank died of typhus at the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp, but there is no official record of how or when she passed. Organizers of the event celebrate her life today because it's the anniversary of the liberation of Bergen-Belsen. The young, cheerful Jewess proved to be ahead of her time in her diary entries. She spoke of religion, women's rights, ideals, and many generations later, her words still resonate with modern society. Her profound text remains some of the most authentic documentation of the Holocaust to date. Her final diary entry was written August 1st, 1944. She was only 15 years old. These are the last words she wrote. I keep trying to find a way to become what I'd like to be and what I could be if only there were no other people in the world. Yours, Anne M. Frank.